Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to PaulOnSports.com. It's the Bluegrass State versus the Sunshine State in college football. Cincinnati travels to Houston to play the Texans, and Indianapolis tries to right their ship at powerful Tennessee on Monday night. First to the college games, Kentucky played an exceptional fourth quarter with Randall Cobb leading the way. The freshman scored a touchdown, led him to another one, and this guy, it looks to be like a little bit of magic right now, but the Kentucky Wildcats are going down to Florida to play in the Swamp. Should be a tough environment, and it looks like Florida's rounding into shape right now. Hey, I like what Kentucky's doing. I think their defense might get worn down. They're looking a little fatigued, but Tim Tebow and the Gators, just a little too much for Kentucky to handle. 34-17 is how I call it for the Florida Gators. Louisville hosts South Florida. The Bulls come up north to play the Cards. I don't think you'll see a crazy wide open spread offense from the Bulls. They don't like to do that on the road. They tend to do that at home. But the Cards must be aware of Matt Grothe. That quarterback can run, he can throw, he just makes plays all over the field. And I think the Cards will need to get quarterback Hunter Cantwell throwing well and throwing often in this game, as well as giving the ball to Victor Anderson. We've said it every week. Hand off the ball to Victor Anderson, and he'll make your team better. I'm looking at this as an upset for Louisville. 30-26, I call it, for the Cards. Now on to the pros. You know, in the pros, in the NFL, they say you're never as bad as you seem and you're never as good as you seem. You know, one team can have a great game one week and the next week they look terrible. Well, Cincinnati has looked terrible all year. With the exception of a few quarters, they just don't have the personnel right now, the running game, the quarterback. They don't look organized and strong enough to go down to Houston for a win. I think the Texans take care of business quite handily here this week, and we're going to call it a 30-20 win for Houston. And now we go to Indianapolis. Hey, one week they're great, one week they're bad, and it's maddeningly inconsistent for the Colts right now. We go down to Tennessee this week, and they've got to play the 6-0 Titans, probably the best team in the NFL, on a Monday night, without a running game and without Bob Sanders in the defensive backfield. I think Tennessee runs roughshod. They ran for over 300 yards last week at Kansas City. I think they put 200 yards or more against the Colts. Hey, we like to hear what you have to say and think about our picks here at PaulOnSports.com. Just click on the link right below this box right here. You can see it, PaulOnSports.com, and send me your comments, your feedback, and your picks and analysis, and I'll be sure to respond. Look forward to seeing you next week, everybody. Have a great week.